Okay, so I already went ahead and applied my foundation, which is actually just a tinted moisturizer. I'm doing a first impression review on this product, so you'll probably see this video before that one. Yeah, so far I'm really liking this tinted moisturizer. I think it looks really great on my skin, but sorry, I'm dropping stuff, but I think it looks best with 2 layers. So just a little heads up for everybody that watches all my videos, you will know that I do so far really like this tinted moisturizer before my foundation video goes up. So I'm just gonna put my hair back a little, and I'm going to start with my eyebrows. Since I already have my foundation on, I always like to go in and do my eyebrows right after, because I find that my eyebrows sit a lot better on my skin when they have been primed with my foundation. So I'll go in and with this small brush, just a small angled brush, and I've noticed that because I've used it solely for my eyebrows, it has curved and cut itself to the perfect shape for my eyebrows. So I know it's gonna take a few years for you to break in a really awesome brush, but in all honesty, I got this brush at Forever 21 in a set of 5 other brushes, and I've just been using this solely for my eyebrows since then. So it is a really good brush. You don't have to go all out and buy something super expensive along with your eyebrow product. I know that the drugstores now are coming out with really good products for like as actual dupes or similar dupes of high-end products, but I've always used this, which is the Sonia Kashuk gel liner in the shade Cocoa. It is just like a dark brown eyeliner that I love to use for my eyebrows. So I'm just gonna go in and quickly do them. I usually do my eyebrows off camera because everybody's eye shape or eyebrow shape is different, and the method that they use is always different. So I'm just gonna go ahead and speed up through this, if not cut it out. And if you'd like to see how I do my eyebrows, because I haven't changed my routine in a long time, I will have a video linked down below because I did do one quite a few months ago. But I assure you my routine has not changed, especially for an easy makeup look like this. So I will be right back. I would say about your eyebrows, if you don't really have a good shape or you're not full in like the hair department, I would say is just find an eyebrow product that works really well for you. It doesn't have to be a pomade, it doesn't have to be a gel or anything like that. It could definitely be a pencil. An eyeshadow works really good. There's different alternatives depending on your eyebrow situation. So with that being said, if you do have full eyebrows or if you do have a good set of eyebrows, I would say upkeep them. Is definitely the best way to keep them really nice without having to fill them in every time. If you could skip or avoid doing anything to your eyebrows, I would do that, because I mean, the less makeup you're wearing the better, but it's all personal preference, whatever you decide you want to do. But I always keep a pair of tweezers handy. I have actually a bunch of these everywhere. And oh, I'm dropping everything, in all different colors and stuff like that, and I keep those handy all the time because whenever I'm gonna go in and do my eyebrows, I will just tweeze some stray hairs or anything like that. And my hair growth on my eyebrows isn't too crazy, so I don't really have to, you know, do a whole lot of things. This brow gel will last me all day, no problem, so I don't even bother with a brow gel or carving them out, really, not for an easy look like this. Sometimes I'll do it if I'm really feeling it, but it's not a really necessary step. Moving on, something that is super necessary is a base, an eyeshadow base. This is the Essence I Love Stage. This is hands down my favorite eyeshadow base that I've ever used. I love this better than the Urban Decay ones. I really do want to try the Maybelline one, but I just haven't gotten around to it, and this is my second tube of this that I'm using, and I've actually taken out the stopper so I can get more of the product. So I'm just going to apply a tiny bit of this onto my eyelids and blend that in with my finger. So once you've applied and blended that creamy shade, you're gonna want to go in with a eyeshadow that looks like this. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Single in the shade Creme Brulee. I use this almost every single day. If I'm not using a palette, I'm just going with single eyeshadows, I'll put this on. This is a eyeshadow that is like skin tone, at least for my skin tone, that I really enjoy. I think it works really well to set that cream base. Although the I Love Stage by Essence isn't very thick, it does still crease on me if I don't do this step. So it is super important that you apply a matte eyeshadow like this on your eyelids so you don't get any creasing at all. Okay, so once you've applied your cream base and your eyeshadow, you can definitely stop here. If you think this is too much at this point, throw on some liquid liner and call it a day. Run out the door, okay? But if you are definitely trying to get into the glam and all of that without going overboard, then we can continue on with a little bit more eyeshadow. So this is the CoverGirl Shimmering Sands Trio. Yes, Shimmering Sands Trio, and I've actually used this a lot. And it looks like this. So it just comes with 3 different colors, all in the same shade family, and they work really well. You can use them together as a trio or singly, of course, or duos, whatever you feel. I really enjoy all these colors, although I find that they're all very shimmery. So you can see a swatch right there. That's the darkest one, and this is the lightest one. So as you can see, they're pretty shimmery, but they work really well together and along with other eyeshadows. And not to mention, this little trio is only like $6 at Walmart. So here's another quad. This one is by Maybelline, and this one is in Chai Latte. And I'm going to use this shade right here in the middle because it is a matte brown shade, and it is a really good tone. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but it's a really good tone and works well because this trio here does not have a matte shade. This one works in perfectly, and of course all of these little quads and trios at the drugstore are very cheap and easy to pick up whenever. So I'm just gonna go in with the Chai Latte on a fluffy brush like this, and I'm just gonna dust that in my crease. I actually zoomed you guys in a little bit so you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. So in the crease I have the, where'd it go? The Maybelline color right here, which is this one right here. It is a matte shade, and I'm just gonna go in with the Shimmering Sands Trio, and I'm gonna use this middle shade right here because it is the not too dark but not too light color, you know, so it works out the best. And I'm just going to take that on a flat shader brush like this. Again, these brushes are super cheap. Like every brush that I'm using, like I got this set off Amazon, and I got these ones at Forever 21. Like, so I'm just gonna apply that to my lid. Just mostly on the outer corner, but not too much. Like, I'm not worried about how this is going to look because it's just going to blend out really nicely with the other brushes that I use. And I'm going to go in with the other side of that flat brush, and I'm going to take the lighter color and I'm going to place that on the inner corner. Like that. And it's just going to provide some brightness. It's going to open your eyes up nicely, and like I said, we could blend these two colors together so they don't look so harsh against each other. And they just provide like that nice simple wash. Go ahead and blend that all with your fluffy brush. And that is it. See, it's a very simple eye look. You can go ahead and apply the same light shade under your brow bone if you'd like. You don't have to. Just apply it to the highest point of your arch just to bring that light and bring a little bit of attention like this. You know, for me, if I was going into high school, if I was going into middle school or junior high, whatever you guys call it, I definitely wouldn't go with a lot of makeup like this, but hey, there's people who like it, and all the power to you, because if you like something, go for it. Don't be afraid. Okay, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do that to the other eye. Okay, and that is the completed eyeshadow look. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply a really light coat of a liquid eyeliner. This is my favorite. If you've been riding with me from the beginning, you know this is the NYC liquid eyeliner. I'm not going to do a crazy wing because I could definitely do that, but we're going to school, not prom. So I'm just going to apply a really thin line to my upper lash line. And then I'm going to curl my lashes with just a regular eyelash curler like this. Apply a quick coat of my favorite mascara. This is Maybelline The Rocket Mascara. This is the waterproof one. Definitely my favorite. Moving on to the face, I know that maybe your parents might not be too happy with you using a lot of face makeup, but if you're going to be wearing a tinted moisturizer, you're not going to have the amount of coverage that you would like. So definitely a concealer will help you in that department if you have a couple blemishes that need a little bit more coverage, or if you just have a little bit of dark circles under your eyes. I mean, it's totally doable. Like, it happens. Like, not just because you're older will you have dark circles under your eyes, but hey, studying takes a lot of sleep time too. So I'm using the Maybelline Better Skin concealer. This is one of my favorite concealers, also from the drugstore. And I'm just gonna apply a little bit because, I mean, we're just going to school to do work, so we're not trying to cover up crazy dark circles, but if you are, feel free to use more. I'm just going to look for my sponge. I'm just going to blend that out with my damp beauty sponge. Oily skin, this is the time where you would powder your entire face, or that could be definitely your coverage. If you have oily skin and you just want to use a powder, feel free to do so. That will work really well for you. Where is my powder? Oh my god, it's right here. This is my favorite powder, also from the drugstore. I found this at Walmart. This is the Airspun Loose Face Powder. I really love this stuff, and I use it with my damp beauty sponge. I'm just going to apply that very generously to my face, just under my eyes. I'm not using too much like I would normally because we're going to school, okay? We're not going to a nightclub. We don't need it to last all day or all night. So, I'm just gonna apply a little bit. Maybe in your T-zone you can apply some if you have oily skin. And just make that last all day, you know? And the idea here is to go for a really natural look. You don't want to look like cake face. You don't want to look like you're wearing a ton of makeup. And powders are definitely what's going to do that to you. So don't go too crazy with the powder. Just put on a little bit and take it with you. Buy the little compact ones. Covergirl has really great powders. The Covergirl clean one, I don't have that here to show you, but I do have that one and I do love it. They also have a matte powder, also by Covergirl, that is really great if you have oily skin. So just not too much, just blend it in. And I've noticed that if you're going to use a beauty sponge to blend it in, you want to dampen your beauty sponge with warm water or like more hot water, because that will definitely allow the powder to sink in, whereas cold water will actually make it look a little more drier and not lay as nice. That is just a note to take down, some food for thought, and test it out and see if that works out for you, because I've noticed that that definitely makes a difference. Final step, blush. I mean, I think blush is where every girl starts. I do have drugstore alternatives that I will list down below. I just don't have them here with me. The only blush that I do have here with me is a MAC blush, and everybody knows MAC. Everybody's available to pick up MAC, whether it be online or a store in the mall, whatever it may be. And I know blushes are a little pricey. Like I said, I have a few drugstore alternatives that I can list down below, or you can ask me on any of my social media, whatever it may be. But MAC blushes are definitely really good. I love this one. This is Peaches by MAC, and it is a very light sheer tone blush. It's not too crazy, so it works really well for this. And applying a little, of course, just to the apples of your cheeks, just to bring a little bit of color back into your skin if you're wearing a foundation or a tinted moisturizer like I am, or even if you're wearing powder. Definitely want to bring some color back into your skin. Wouldn't kill you. So, and yeah, that is it for all the makeup. I mean, I could go on and on about bronzers and contour shades and highlight and all that shebang, but I'm honestly telling you, this is what I would wear to school on a daily basis. I mean, you could definitely go ahead and skip the blush and put bronzer, or you could skip both of those and put highlight, whatever you please, but I feel that blush is probably the most important out of the three. So you do as you feel. The last step to this, of course, is lips. And I'm not gonna go crazy with a lip liner, a lipstick, and a lip gloss or anything like that. Like, I definitely have all those options here. But if it was up to me, I would go with a simple lip balm. That is what I'm wearing on my lips right now. And I'm not going to fake the funk and tell you you need a lip gloss, you need a lipstick, a lip liner, everything. No. I mean, lip balm says it all. But if you're really going crazy and you need color, definitely go for a lip gloss. This is the Maybelline Color Elixir in the shade Caramel Infused. I really love this lip gloss formula. As you can see, it has a really nice doe foot applicator, and it is a really sheer coverage, but it has a little bit of color, so it works really well. It's moisturizing and it's easy to apply even if you don't have a mirror. I mean, I'm talking right now and I can totally apply it easily, and it'll give you that little bit of color, but not too much, like you're not going to a nightclub, you know. So, and it provides that moisturizer that you need and makes your lips look really pretty. And yeah, that's literally it. I mean, I could go on and on and on and say you need this, you need that, you need this, this and that, and like go crazy, but really and truly, you're just going to school for a few hours. You're there to learn. You're there to make friends and get your life started. You know, there's so many things in this world that you need education for. So remember, makeup is just to help you feel better. It's not there to push you in any sort of way to do anything that you don't want to. Always feel that you're in control of your life. So remember, education is super, super important. So be focused on the education. Makeup is just a privilege. It's just a side thing, so to speak, and don't take it so seriously. It washes off at the end of the night and you can start over again the next day. So yeah, with that being said, I am done. This is the completed look. I know my lighting is a little bit bright, so my thumbnail picture will show you the true colors of how this looks and stuff like that. But remember that you can definitely take some steps out or add some steps in if you'd like. Everything is personal preference, and if you have any questions, please comment down below or anywhere on my social media. Everything will be linked down below, as well as the end of this video. And yeah, so that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.